हरिः ओम्। नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य 57तमः पाठः। अस्मिन् वर्गे कर्मण्युपपदे आकारान्तधातुभ्यः प्रत्ययविधानं कथं भवति अस्मिन् विषये विस्तारेण अध्ययनं कुर्मः। प्रारम्भे वन्दनं। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। अस्य वर्गस्य प्रयोजनानि। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य सर्वेषां सूत्राणां विस्तारेण अध्ययनं, यत्र आवश्यकं तत्र अन्येषां व्याख्यानानां साहाय्येन शास्त्राध्ययनं, सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः यथा योग्यं कृत्प्रत्यययोजनं, कृत्प्रत्यये परे रूपनिर्माणप्रक्रियायाः अभ्यासः, तथा च अष्टाध्याय्याः तृतीयाध्यायस्य कण्ठस्थीकरणम्। ह्यस्तनवर्गे अस्माभिः अणादीनाम् अध्ययनं प्रारभ्यत। तत्र किञ्चित् पुनरावर्तनं कृत्वा इदानीम् अग्रे सरामः। उपपदम् इति संज्ञा तत्रोपपदं सप्तमीस्थम् इत्यनेन सूत्रेण दीयते। सप्तम्यन्ते पदे कर्मण्यण इत्यादौ वाच्यत्वेन स्थितं कुम्भादितद्वाचकं पदम् उपपदसंज्ञं स्यात् तस्मिंश्च सत्येव वक्ष्यमाणः प्रत्ययः इति अस्य सूत्रस्य सामान्यः संक्षिप्तः अर्थः। अत्र विशेषबिन्दवः के उपपदस्य उपस्थितौ एव प्रत्ययः भवति। अतः प्रथमं धातुः तदनन्तरम् उपपदं तदनन्तरं च प्रत्ययः। अपि च सः प्रत्ययः केवलं धातोः एव विधीयते। उपपदस्य उपस्थितौ एव प्रत्ययः, धातोः एव प्रत्ययः। धातुप्रत्ययोः योजनेन कृदन्तस्य निर्माणं भवति। तदनन्तरं तेन कृदन्तेन सह उपपदस्य योजनं क्रियते चेत् समस्तपदस्य निर्माणं भवति। अतः कृदन्तं तथा समस्तपदम् एतयोर्मध्ये विद्यमानः भेदः अपि ह्यस्तनवर्गे अस्माभिः विस्तारेण अधीतः। उपपदस्य विषये उपपदमतिङ् इति समासविधायकं सूत्रम् अस्माभिः दृष्टम्। उपपदं सुबन्तं समर्थेन नित्यं समस्यते अतिङ्गश्चायं समासः। तथा च गतिकारकोपपदानां कृद्भिः सह समासवचनं प्राक् सुबुत्पत्तेः इति सिद्धम्। अस्मिन् सूत्रे अतिङ् इति उच्यते। वस्तुतस्तु समासः सुबन्तेन सह भवति, परन्तु तथापि अत्र अतिङ् इति उच्यते। इत्युक्ते तिङ् अपि नास्ति, सुप् अपि नास्ति, केवलं प्रातिपदिकम् अस्ति इति अत्र आशयः। अत एव कृद्भिः सह समासवचनं प्राक् सुबुत्पत्तेः इति अत्र सिद्धं भवति। तदनन्तरम् अस्माभिः उपसर्गाणां विषये उपपदस्य च विषये विस्तारेण भेदाः अपि दृष्टाः। तत्र द्वयोः मध्ये किं सामान्यरूपेण प्रक्रिया भवति तदपि दृष्टम्। उपसर्गाः क्रियायोगे तथा गतिश्च इति सूत्रद्वयं प्रारम्भे तत्र अस्माभिः अधीतं। प्रादयः इत्युक्ते प्र परा अप सम एते सर्वे शब्दाः क्रियायाः योगे उपसर्गसंज्ञकाः भवन्ति। तदनन्तरं गतिसंज्ञकाः अपि भवन्ति। क्रिया तत्र नास्ति चेत् एतेषाम् उपसर्गम् इति संज्ञा न भवति इति अपि ह्यस्तनवर्गे वयम् अपठामः। उपसर्गाणां कृदन्तैः सह समासः भवितुम् अर्हति। उपपदस्यापि कृदन्तैः सह समासः भवितुम् अर्हति। तत्र उपसर्गाणां यः समासः भवति सः गतिसमासः। सः अपि सुबुत्पत्तेः प्राक् भवति। कुगतिप्रादयः इत्यस्मिन् सूत्रे उपपदमतिङ् इत्यतः अतिङ् इति अपकृष्य अत्र समासस्य सिद्धिः भवति। कृदधिकारस्य सूत्रेषु इत्युक्ते 3.2 इत्यतः अग्रे कुत्रचित् 3.1 इत्यतः इत्यत्रापि यत्र सप्तम्यन्तपदेन उपसर्गस्य निर्देशः भवति तत्र उपसर्गस्य अपि उपपदसंज्ञा भवति। एतेषु स्थलेषु उपसर्गेण सह कृदन्तस्य उपपदसमासः भवितुम् अर्हति। अतः उपसर्गेण सह कृदन्तस्य कीदृशः समासः भवति इति प्रश्नः अस्ति चेत् उपसर्गस्य उपपदम् इति संज्ञा न विद्यते चेत् गतिसमासः। उपसर्गस्य उपपदम् इति संज्ञा विद्यते चेत् उपपदसमासः। तदनन्तरम् अस्माभिः द्वयोः कारकयोः विषये विस्तारेण चर्चा कृता। अणादिषु सूत्रेषु प्रामुख्येन कारकद्वयम् उच्यते। कृत् प्रत्ययेन निर्दिष्टं कारकं तथा च उपपदस्य कारकम्। उपपदस्य कारकम् इत्युक्ते क्रियायाः उपपदेन सह येन कारकेण अन्वयः भवति। यदि अन्वयः न भवति चेत् तत्र उपपदस्य कारकम् अपि न भवितुम् अर्हति। अपि च प्रत्ययेन निर्दिष्टं कारकं प्रत्ययार्थः इति अपि नाम्ना ज्ञायते। कृत् प्रत्ययान्त शब्देन यस्य निर्देशः भवति तत् कारकम्। एतयोः द्वयोः मध्ये सम्पूर्णरूपेण भेदः मनसि संस्थाप्य एव अग्रे गच्छते चेत् भेदं संस्थाप्य अग्रे गच्छते चेत् अग्रे विद्यमानानां सूत्राणाम् अध्ययनं सुलभरूपेण भवितुम् अर्हति। तदनन्तरम् अस्माभिः कर्मण्यण इति सूत्रमपि विस्तारेण दृष्टम्। अस्य सूत्रस्यापि व्याख्यानं पुनरेकवारं पठामः, तदनन्तरम् अग्रे गच्छामः। कर्मणि उपपदे सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः सोपसर्गेभ्यः अनुपसर्गेभ्यः च कर्त्रर्थे औत्सर्गिकरूपेण अणप्रत्ययः भवति। इदानीम् उपपदम् अस्ति। उपपदम् अस्ति चेत् तृतीयं करपत्रं द्रष्टव्यं। तत्र तृतीयं करपत्रं तत्र प्रथमं सूत्रं कर्मण्यण। अतः कर्मणि उपपदे यः कोऽपि धातुः अस्ति उपसर्गेण सह भवेत् उत उपसर्गं विना भवेत्, तत्र कर्मणि उपपदं स्यात्। कर्त्रर्थे अण् इति प्रत्ययः भवति। व्याख्यानस्य अध्ययनसमये कर्मणः त्रयः प्रकाराः अपि अस्माभिः दृष्टाः। त्रिविधं कर्म निर्वर्त्यं विकार्यं प्राप्यं च इति। निर्वर्त्यम् इत्युक्ते पूर्वं न विद्यते परन्तु अनया क्रियया तस्य उत्पादनं भवति। यथा कुम्भं करोति इति कुम्भकारः। अतः उदाहरणं दीयते कुम्भकारः नगरकारः। विकार्यम् इत्युक्ते किञ्चित् परिवर्तनं भवति। काण्डलावः शरलावः तत्र छेदनं भवति भेदनं भवति इति अर्थः। प्राप्यम् इत्युक्ते तत्र कर्मणि विद्य किञ्चित् परिवर्तनं न भवति। पुस्तकं पठति चित्रं पश्यति इति उदाहरणानि। वेदाध्यायः चर्चापारः इत्यत्र सर्वत्र अण् प्रत्ययः भवति। सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः औत्सर्गिकरूपेण सोपसर्गेभ्यः अनुपसर्गेभ्यः अण् इति प्रत्ययः अनेन सूत्रेण विधीयते। यद्यपि सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः विधीयते इति उक्तमस्ति, तथापि तत्र शिष्टप्रयोगः विशिष्टरूपेण स्मरणे स्थापनीयः। ग्रामं गच्छति आदित्यं पश्यति हिमवन्तं शृणोति एतादृशेषु सूत्रेषु एतादृशेषु वाक्येषु अनभिधानात् प्रयोगस्यैव तत्र विधानं नास्ति। शिष्टाः एतादृशं प्रयोगं न कुर्वन्ति, साहित्ये एतादृशाः प्रयोगाः नोपलभ्यन्ते इति कारणात् अत्र प्रत्ययविधानं न भवति। अस्मिन् विषये वार्तिकद्वयम् अपि अस्माभिः दृष्टं। शीली कामि भक्ष्य आचरेभ्यो णः पूर्वपदप्रकृतिस्वरत्वं च वक्तव्यं तथा च ईक्षक्षमिभ्यां च इति वक्तव्यम्। एतत् सर्वं पूर्वस्मिन् वर्गे अस्माभिः अधीतम्। इदानीम् अग्रे सरामः। जस्ट गिव मी अ मिनिट। अथ इदानीम् अग्रे कर्मण्यण इति सूत्रम् आचार्येण पाठ्यते चेत् तदनन्तरं विद्यमानेषु बहुषु सूत्रेषु सप्तसूत्राणि सन्ति। प्रायः 6-7 सूत्राणि सन्ति। एतेषु सूत्रेषु आकारान्तधातोः विषये विस्तारेण प्रत्ययविधानं कृतमस्ति। कर्मण्यण इत्यत्र मूलरूपेण सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः औत्सर्गिकरूपेण अणप्रत्ययः इति प्राप्ते आकारान्तधातुभ्यः किं भवति? So this akaranta dhatus are very special. Purvasmin karapatre api, in the second sheet Nuladis also, there was a very particular treatment of these akaranta dhatus. Akaranta dhatavaha upasargam vina agachanti chet tatra na pratyayah shad vyadhadrusam sravati ityanena akaranta dhatavaha उपसर्गं विना आगच्छति चेत् न प्रत्ययः। आकारान्त धातवः उपसर्गेण सह आगच्छन्ति चेत् क प्रत्ययः। अतः पूर्वस्मिन् करपत्रे अपि तत्र आकारान्त धातूनां विशिष्टरूपेण प्रतिपादनं कृतम् अस्ति। इदानीम् अत्र अणादिषु अपि आकारान्त धातूनां विशिष्टं प्रतिपादनं क्रियते। So actually imagine a 2x2 matrix in front of your eyes. We are actually going to see that matrix towards the end of the class. You have upapada or not an upapada, and you have upasarga or not an upasarga. So you can have all possible 4 combinations over there. The combinations which do not need upapada are in sheet number 2. Tatra upapadasya chintanam na kriyate. Combinations that will need upapada are in sheet number 3. And again further divided into whether an upasarga is present in addition to an upapada or whether an upasarga is not present. So essentially, akaranta dhatus get a very particular treatment, and that's what we are going to discuss in today's class. प्रारंभे अनुपसर्गेभ्यः किं भवति तत् पश्यामः, तदनन्तरम् उपसर्गेभ्यः किं भवति तत् पश्यामः. So the theme for today's class is to understand what happens in presence for akaranta dhatus when an upapada, a karmani upapada is present. Karmani upapade प्रारंभे अनुपसर्गेभ्यः आकारान्त धातुभ्यः किं भवति, तर्हि अण प्रत्ययस्य अपवादित्वेन क इति प्रत्ययः विधीयते. आकारान्तेभ्यः अनुपसर्गेभ्यः, that's what we are concentrating right now. Then we will go to upasargas also. आकारान्तेभ्यः अनुपसर्गेभ्यः कर्मणि उपपदे, again in bracket, this is not part of kashika but I have written it in bracket, kartrarthe. Every time we talk about karaka, it is advisable to be explicit whether you are talking about the karaka of the pratyaya or whether you are talking about the karaka of the upapada. So karmanyupapade kartrarthe, this is the pratyayartha, ka iti pratyayah bhavati anopavadaha. Idanim udaharanani diyante. Gaha dadati, no chet gam dadati iti godaha, the one who gives cow as a donation, as a gift, whatever, as an offering. So gam dadati iti godaha. Godaha is the person who is doing the action of giving. So that's the kartrartha. Gam is the karma present over there. So gam dadati iti godaha. Kambalam dadati gives a blanket, gives a quilt. Kambalam dadati iti kambaladaha. Ubhayatra go iti shabdaha, da iti pratyayah. No chet kambala iti shabdaha, da iti pratyayah. Kambala plus da plus ka आतोलोप इति च सूत्रमस्माभिः पूर्वं दृष्टम्. आतोलोप इति च इत्यनेन आकारस्य लोपः. कम्बल प्लस द प्लस अ कंबाइन टुगेदर कम्बलद. प्रक्रियायां कः विशेषः ज्ञातव्यः? आकारान्त धातुभ्यः क प्रत्यये कृते आतोलोप इति च. What this sutra says is that if there is an ajadi kit pratyaya, a kit pratyaya which starts with a swara, अजादि कित् प्रत्ययः अग्रे अस्ति चेत् आकारस्य लोपः भवति, अङ्गस्य अन्तिमस्य आकारस्य लोपः भवति. अतः अनेन सूत्रेण दा प्लस क इत्यत्र आकारस्य लोपं कृत्वा कम्बलद गोद इति रूपं सिद्ध्यति. पार्ष्णि plus trai. Trai is to protect. Parshni is the heel, bottom part of the leg. Parshnim trayati. The parshni plus trai. Ai asti tatra. आदेशोपदेशे शिति इति आकारादेशः. ऐ प्लस आ पार्ष्णित्रा आतोलोप इति च पार्ष्णित्रम्. Angulitram, fingers, protects the fingers. Anguli plus trai, trai becomes tra, a goes away. Angulitra, parshnitra, angulitra, and so on. So what is the storyline? Ka pratyayah ana pratyasya apapada rupena vidhiyate. Ubhayatra a ityeva avashishyate. Ka is also a, an is also a. But we need a ka because of this kit karya. We don't need an a because we don't want an it karya. So a different pratyaya has been given. Anopavadaha, godaha, kambalataha iti udaharanani. किंचित सूत्रस्य विषये न्यासकारः वदति अनुपसर्गे इति सप्तमी वैचित्र्यार्थम. सप्तमी is actually for panchami, so is basically the style of the सूत्रकार is what he is saying. आतोनुपसर्गे इत्युक्ते अनुपसर्गात् इत्येव अर्थः अस्ति. आकारान्त, आतः इस् पंचमी, आकारान्त धातोः अनुपसर्गे इत्युक्ते अनुपसर्गात् आकारान्त धातोः. सो व्यत्ययेन पंचमी प्रसंगे अपि सप्तमी धातु विशेषणं च एतत्. बेसिकली द स्टाइल ऑफ सूत्रकार. We can't say anything beyond that. So anupasarge does not mean you have to apply the rules of saptami. It is actually to be considered as panchami. व्यत्ययेन पंचमी प्रसंगे अत्र सप्तमी प्रयुक्ता अस्ति. कौमुदीं पश्यामः आदन्तात् धातोः अनुपसर्गात् कर्मणि उपपदे कः स्यात् न अण कः स्यात् न अण क प्रत्ययः भवति अण प्रत्ययः न भवति आतो लोपः गोदः पार्ष्णित्रम् and so on. Important to remember, anupasarge. We are all dealing with anupasarga. उपसर्गः अस्ति चेत् अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रसक्तिः नास्ति. अतः उपसर्गः अस्ति चेत् default अण प्रत्यय will be there. कर्मण्यण will always give अण प्रत्यय. That is being blocked for some special cases by pratyayas like ka and others. अतः अनुपसर्गे इति किं सम प्लस दा इति अस्ति. समारंभ पूर्वकं ददाति आदरेण ददाति इति अस्ति चेत् गो. सो गो इति तत्र उपपदं गाम इति उपपदं सम plus da. So you have an upasarga over there. So aton upasarga is not going to be invoked. कर्मण्यण इत्यनेन अण प्रत्ययः एव भवति गोसन्दाय वडवासन्दाय इत्येतानि रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. अतः अत्र उपसर्गः नास्ति चेत् क प्रत्ययः, उपसर्गः अस्ति चेत् तु कर्मण्यण इति औत्सर्गिकः अण प्रत्ययः. We don't have to go back to the second sheet where there are two more pratyas k and n which we discussed few classes ago. Those are for without upapada. इदानीम् उपपदम् अस्ति चेत् अत्र उक्ता प्रत्ययाः एव चिन्तितव्याः. तेषां चिन्तनं तेषां उत्सर्गापवाद भेदं विचिन्त्य कः प्रत्ययः भवेत् कः न भवेत् इति अत्र निष्कर्षः करणीयः. You do not have to go to the previous sheet specifically for if you have a presence of an upapada. So anupasarge iti kim go sandayah vadava sandayah same is being talked in the Kaumudi. Atra drishyatam atra 323 iti sutram asti. I have skipped one sutra in between. So you have karmanyana which is the default and I directly jump to ato anupasarge kaha. I missed this bhavamascha because this bhavamascha comes as an apavada to ato anupasarge kaha. So now idanim ato anupasarge kaha iti asmabhi pathitam. Idanim bhavamasha iti sutram pashyamah. The way Panini Maharshi is writing this whole thing is saying karmanyana, so you get the ana pratyaya and then he uses the anuvrutti. He says ve dhatu, veya dhatu, tatha cha ma dhatu ityetesham vishaye api ana pratyaya bhavati. Now if you just read these two sutras, there is a question. I mean sarvebhya dhatubhya ana pratyaya bhavati iti prathamam uchyate, tadanantaram uchyate ve वेय मांग इत्येतेभ्यः अपि अण प्रत्ययः भवति. पुनरेकवारं किमर्थम् उक्तं तर्हि अग्रे गम्यते चेत् तस्य सम्यक् रूपेण कारणं स्पष्टीभवति. आकारान्त धातवः सन्ति तेभ्यः क प्रत्ययः अग्रे वक्ष्यते तस्य अपवादत्वेन अण प्रत्ययः उक्तः अस्ति. So see the comment over here. This ana is being blocked by ka. अणबाधकस्य क प्रत्ययः तस्य अपवाद रूपेण पुनः अण विधीयते. भे it's एकारान्त धातु but आदेश उपदेशे शिति will make it आकारान्त. वेय इति एकारान्त धातुः आदेश उपदेशे शिति will make it आकारान्त. अतः अत्र सर्वत्र आकारान्त धातवः सन्ति. एतेषां विषये आतोनुपसर्गे कः इत्यनेन क प्रत्यये प्राप्ते तद् बाधित्वा पुनः अण प्रत्ययः विधीयते. अतः भावामश्च इति सूत्रेण उपसर्गं विना एते त्रयः धातवः प्रयुज्यन्ते चेत् कप् प्रत्ययस्य अपवाद रूपेण अण इति प्रत्ययः भवति. भेय स्पर्धायां शब्दे च ज्ञेय तन्तु संताने टू वीव मांग माने टू मेजर इत्येतेभ्यः कर्मणि उपपदे अण प्रत्ययः भवति. सोपसर्गे as well as anupasarge. Why? Because if it was upasarga then anyway the next sutra was not coming. So ato anupasarge kaha is only for anupasarga. If it was upasarga, anyway by the previous sutra you are getting ana. And if it is anupasarga, let me repeat. If it is sopasarga, anyway by previous sutra you are getting ana. And if it is anupasarga, by the next sutra you were getting ka, that is again blocked by ana. अतः सोपसर्गे अनुपसर्गे च सर्वत्र अण प्रत्ययः भवति. क प्रत्ययस्य अपवादः स्वर्गभायः. स्वर्गं शब्दयति, calls the swarga, so calls the devatas from the swarga. Swargabhayah, Tantuvayaha, a weaver, basically makes the cloths. Dhanyamayaha, a farmer who measures the grains. Dhanyam mati no chet mimeti saha dhanyamayaha iti atra vigraha. Ansyat kapavadaha swargavayaha tantuvayaha dhanyamayaha. So actually very simple sutra. There is nothing. All that we need to understand is it's a two-step process. You have ana being blocked by ka, which is further being blocked by ana because of bhavamascha. So that completes karmanyana bhavamascha and atonupasargekaha. Now there is a Vartika in this particular Atonupasarge Kaha Sutram. If you go to this Atonupasarge Kaha Sutram, uh, we actually did not study the entire commentary. There is a small Vartika over here in the Siddhanta Kaumudi. Ka vidhau sarvatra samprasaranibhyah d pratyayah इत्यस्य वार्तिकस्य इदानीम् अध्ययनं कुर्मः. अतः अत्र किमस्ति क प्रत्ययः आतोनुपसर्गे कः इत्यनेन यः क प्रत्ययः पाठ्यते तस्य अपवादरूपेण इदानीं केनचित् वार्तिकेन ड इति प्रत्ययः दत्तः अस्ति. लिटिल बिट कॉम्प्लेक्स, प्लीज पे अटेंशन. वार्तिकं किम वार्तिकेन किमुच्यते? कविधौ सर्वत्र संप्रसारणेभ्यः ड प्रत्ययः भवति. Let's understand this first and then I will explain what is there on the slide. So ka pratyaya is a kita pratyaya. As soon as we have a kita pratyaya, there is a scope for samprasaranam because of vachiswapi ajadinam kiti or because of grahijya vaivyadhi vashti vichati vrachati prachati brujjatinam yati cha. So we have these two sutras in 6.1 because of which in presence of a kita and a mita pratyaya, a samprasarana can happen. Now, what this Vartika is saying is that if you have an akaranta dhatu and if you are putting a ka pratyaya which will cause a samprasaranam, then instead of the ka pratyaya, you put a da pratyaya. Ka vidhau ityukte ka pratyayah yatra prayujyate tatra samprasaranam bhavati chet, samprasaranam bhavitum arhati chet, purely by anticipating of samprasarana that will happen now, you don't put a ka pratyaya. Instead of that, you put a da pratyaya. Ka vidhau sarvatra samprasaranibhyah da pratyaya bhavati. And the Vartika says sarvatra, which is a very important word. अनेन शब्देन किमुच्यते? केवलम आतोनुपसर्गे कहा इत्यस्य क प्रत्ययस्य विषये अत्र चिन्तनं नास्ति. यत्र कुत्राचित् आकारान्त धातुभ्यः क प्रत्ययः उच्यते संप्रसारणं च अग्रे भवितुमर्हति. तत्र तत्र सर्वत्र क प्रत्ययस्य बाधकरूपेण ड प्रत्ययः भवेत्. So I partially touched this topic a few days ago, a few classes ago. What happens is in the second sheet also, in the Vuladis also, we say igupadhadnya prikirakaha, or we say atashtopa to be technically correct. Atashtopa. Here akaramta dhatus are getting ka pratyaya. So this is another instance where akaranta dhatus are getting ka pratyaya. In the current context also, akaranta dhatus are getting ka pratyaya. So we have two different sutras. In one case, akaranta dhatus are getting ka pratyaya in second sheet. In other case, akaranta dhatus are getting ka pratyaya in the third sheet. What the Vartika says is that ka vidhau sarvatra. Wherever akaranta dhatus are getting a ka pratyaya, sarvatra ka vidhau samprasaranibhya. If samprasaranam is happening, if during the combination of that dhatu and pratyaya, if samprasaranam starts to happen, anticipate that, block that, kick out the ka pratyaya, bring back the da pratyaya or put a da pratyaya. It's all hypothetical. You don't actually kick out anything. Basically anticipate, and instead of ka pratyaya, you add a da pratyaya in the beginning. So ka vidhau sarvatra samprasaranebhyah da iti vaktavyah iti saha vadati. उदाहरणानि पश्यामः, तदनन्तरम् अत्र किं लिखितमस्ति पश्यामः. So let's take first example. जावयोहानौ इति धातुः अस्ति, आकारान्तः धातुः अस्ति. This dhatu is explicitly mentioned in this sutra. Grahijja vaivyadhi. You have a ja dhatu over here. So javayohano iti akaranta dhatuhu asmat dhatoho ka pratyaya pare anena sutrena samprasaranam bhavati. So first we have a candidate for samprasaranam. That's step number one. Step number 2 is, do we get a ka pratyaya? We just saw a sutra आतोनुपसर्गे कहा कर्मणि उपपदमस्ति चेत् आकारान्तधातुभ्यः यत्र उपसर्गः न विद्यते तत्र क प्रत्ययः भवति. So the sutra that we just learned, आकारान्तधातुभ्यः कर्मणि उपपदे उपसर्गस्य अनुपस्थितौ क प्रत्ययः भवति. अत्र जा इति आकारान्तः धातुः अस्ति, क प्रत्यये परे अत्र सम्प्रसारणस्य प्रसक्तिः अस्ति. अतः क प्रत्ययस्य अपवादत्वेन अत्र ड इति प्रत्ययः भवति. ब्रह्म जिनाति. Javayohano. Vayohano is basically becomes old age, gets deteriorated, and so on. Here, Brahma Jinati, Brahma is not Prathama, it is Dvitiya, Karmanyana. Karmani Upapada is being talked over here. So, Brahma Jinati, Brahma iti padartham jinati. Somebody who treats Brahman as if it is deteriorated or as if it is a fake concept, as if it does not exist. Basically, the one who does not believe in the cosmic power of Brahman, that person will be called Brahmajya. Prakriya कीदृशी ब्रह्म जिनाति. You have ब्रह्म, ब्रह्मन् इति प्रातिपदिकं, तत्र ब्रह्म इति द्वितीयायाः एकवचनं. ja plus instead of a ka pratyay, the da pratyay will come. Because the pratyay is da, dit ditva samarthyat abhasyapi abhasyapi tilopah, tilopa will happen. Brahma plus ja, a has gone away. Brahma plus ja plus a, giving rise to Brahmajya. A person who does not believe in the cosmic power of Brahman or ultimate power of Brahman is called Brahmajya. Brahma plus ja plus da ka pratyasya apavada rupena da iti pratyah vidhiyate. Kimartham vidhiyate? Tatra samprasaranam bhavitum arhati. So once instead of ka you get a da, samprasaranam is anyway not going to happen because there is no ka. So you anticipate that samprasaranam and block it by changing the pratyaya. Let's take the second example. Let's take an example of another dhatu, Vhenya spardhayam shabdecha. Again, this dhatu is in the yajadi gana given by vachiswapi yajadi nam kiti. Actually, there are only these two dhatus. I mean, the list of sutras that give samprasaranam is limited. You have vachiswapi yajadi nam kiti and you have grahijyavai. That's it. There's nothing else. So you have only a handful of dhatus. I took one example of this grahijyavai. Another example is of this yajadi gana. Bhenya spardhayam shabdecha is a yajadi ganasya dhatu. Asmad dhatoho vishaye punaha ka pratyah asti chat samprasaranam bhavati. So first we have to make sure that samprasaranam will happen. Then we have to make sure ka pratyah can come. So samprasaranam atra bhavati. Idanim ka pratyah katham bhavati. If you go to the second sheet, now here is an example of second sheet. In the Vuladis, in the second sheet, by ataschopasarge, sopasargebhyah akaranta dhatubhyah ka iti pratyah vidhiyate. So ataschopasarge iti upasargasya upasthitau sopasargebhyah dhatubhyah परंतु upapadam nasti. We are in the second sheet, no concept of upapadam yet. So upapadasya anupasthitau parantu upasargasya upasthitau ka pratyये prapte tad badhitva da pratyah bhavati. So a plus ve plus da avaha iti rupam siddhyati. So again ve becomes vha, vha akara will go away because of tehe, tit dit samarthyat tehe lopaha avha iti atmam rupam siddhyati. So Bheya is an example of Yajadi Gana, also an example of the previous sheet, and Ja is an example of the Grahijavai, also an example of the current sheet. Both different examples I have given to show the purpose of this word sarvatra. Not just this sutra, but sarvatra. Yatra yatra ka bhavitum arhati akaranta dhatubhyah tatra tatra ka pratyasya pavad rupena da pratyah vidhiyate. And for Vheya, current sutra cannot be applied. We have to go back to the previous one because the right on the previous slide we saw Bhavamascha. So Vheya dhatu does not get the ka pratyaya in the current context. Atra tritiye karapatre Vheya ityatra bha iti krite tatra ka pratyaya naiva bhavati ana iti pratyaya bhavati Bhavamascha. And in the previous sheet we do get a ka pratyaya. Therefore, the example of Bheya is given for the previous sheet. Somebody is saying Brahmajaha is Brahmana ko kashta dene wala. That's also valid, possible, acceptable meaning. Brahma jinati, the one who tortures a Brahmin, can also be called Brahmajya. अतः अत्र किं वार्तिकं कविधौ सर्वत्र संप्रसारणेभ्यः डः. Towards the end of the class, in last 30-40 minutes, I'm going to come to this Vartika. There is so beautiful discussion in Mahabhashyam on this Vartika. Lines after lines, Bhashyakara talks about this particular Vartika, unfolding the mystery of this Vartika in some beautiful ways. Lots of Shastra aspect. I will come to that. So we will park this Vartika for now, and then let's go to a further set of sutras. Let's take the overview of all the sutras and then come back to this Vartika. So here we have in the Anadis, we studied Karmanyana, we studied Bhavamashna, we studied Atonupasarge Kaha. There is a question, I can take it. What is the meaning of Avvaha? Is the question. It's right written over here. Avvayati iti Avvaha, the one who calls, the one who gives, say, Shabdam Karoti, come here, calls, that person is called Avvaha, is announces or whatever, invites, whatever, depending on the context, is called Avvaha. So here Karmanyana Bhavamascha Atonupasarge Kahaitani Sutrani Adhitani. So the next set of sutras we will skip for now. We will take them in the next week. Let's go up to this Gaposhtaka. Pedadnyaha Samikhya will take a little later. Let's now, for example, for now go to Gaposhtaka. Actually, all simple sutras. That's why we can run through these sutras and then go to Shastra a little bit. Atha Agrimam Sutramasi Ka Pratyas Apavadah Taka Pratyayah. कथम बाध्यबाधक भावः अस्ति प्रारंभे अणप्रत्ययः तदनन्तरम् अणप्रत्ययस्य अपवादत्वेन क प्रत्ययः यत्र संप्रसारणं भवति तत्र क प्रत्ययस्य अपवादत्वेन ड प्रत्ययः इदानीं क प्रत्ययस्य अपवादत्वेन टक् इति प्रत्ययः भवति कर्मण्युपसर्गे इति वर्तते कर्मणि अनुपसर्गे सो कर्मणि फ्रॉम कर्मण्यण एंड अनुपसर्गे फ्रॉम आतोनुपसर्गे कः कर्मण्युपसर्गे इति वर्तते गायतेः गै धातु पिबतेः पा धातु एतोः धातवोः पिबतेश्च धातोः कर्मणि उपपदे अनुपसर्गे टक् इति प्रत्ययः भवति. Understand the pratyaya. Takk is same as k with an additional ta in it. So if you split the letters and rearrange them, it will be k and then extra ta is there. This should immediately ring a bell in mind. An additional ta is used for making the pratyaya tit. And what is the prayojan of tit? To do a neep as the Sri pratyaya by tidhana. So all these things should automatically run in the brain, and only then we can say that we have sufficient handle over the Vyakarana Shastra. Like as soon as you see a pratyaya takka, why is this pratyaya tit? टिड्ढाण इत्यनेन स्त्रीत्वे विवक्षिते ङीप् इति प्रत्ययस्य विधानं कर्तुम् अत्र टक इति प्रत्ययः अस्ति. Otherwise there is no difference between taka and ka. Ka is ka and a, taka is ta and ka and a. So extra ta has to be there for some reason, and that's the स्त्री प्रत्यय. So कर्मण्यनुपसर्गे इति वर्तते गायतेः पिबतेः च धातोः कर्मण्यनुपदे अनुपसर्गे टक प्रत्ययः भवति क प्रत्ययस्य अपवादः. This is not a question. Kasya apavadaha iti nasti. Kasya apavadaha iti asti. Ka pratyasya apavadaha. Kimartham ka pratyasya apavadaha? Gai iti dhatuhu tasya ga iti bhavati akarantah asti. Pa ityapi dhatu akarantah asti. आकारांत धातोः आतोनुपसर्गे कः इत्यनेन कप् प्रत्यये प्राप्ते तं बाधित्वा अत्र टक इति प्रत्ययः भवति. शक्रं गायति, sings, maybe some type of song, or loudly is also one possible meaning. Shakram gayati, shakragaha. Gai becomes ga, ga plus takka. Pratyaya is still kit. So atto lopa iti cha ityanena akarasya lopaha bhavati. Ga becomes ga plus a shakraga. So shakram gayati iti shakragaha. Stitve vivakshite shakragi. Ni pratyah agachati. सामगायति इति सामगः सामगी इति अर्थः. सुराशीध्वोः पिबतेः इति वक्तव्यं. वार्तिकं सुराशीध्वोः, sura and shidhu. In case of these two upapadas, for the upapada sura and for the upapada shidhu, the pa dhatu will get a taka pratyaya. Suram pibati iti surapaha stritve surapi. So basically we are talking about two dhatus. We have gai and we have pi. The examples for the gai are shakram gayati and sama gayati. The examples for the pa dhatu are sura and shidhu. Two examples are given. For the so the pa piba dhatu, there is a direct vartika given over here. For the gai dhatu, no vartika has been provided. Kasya apavadaha is only statement that it makes. Shakram gayati, shakragaha, shakragi, samagayati, samagaha, samagi. For pa dhatu, we have explicit upapadas being provided. Suram pibati, surapaha, shidhu, a type of alcohol. Shidhum pibati, shidhupaha, shidhupi. किमर्थम केवलम सुरा तथा क्षीधु अन्यानि उपपदानि सन्ति चेत् अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रसक्तिः नास्ति, अतः तत्र क एव प्रत्ययः भवति. सुराशीद्भोः इति किं? क्षीरपा ब्राह्मणी. Understand how the example is given. Example has been given in the feminine form. Kshirapa brahmani, not kshirapaha brahmanaha. Why? Because whether it is taka pratyaya or whether it is ka pratyaya, the masculine form will be same. Kshirapaha is the feminine form that differs. It is the feminine form for which that taka pratyaya, the tit pratyaya has been added over there, and therefore he says kshirapa brahmani. You have to compare and contrast this with surapi. Sura plus suram pibati sa surapi. Kshiram pibati sa kshirapa iti bhavati. पिबतेः इति किं? केवलं पिब धातोः विषये एव अत्र वार्तिकस्य प्रसक्तिः अस्ति. सुरां पाति इति सुरापा. अदर पा धातुस आर नॉट टू बी कंसिडर्ड. Only pa piba dhatu from the bhadi gana is to be considered. That's what is being told over here. Gayatehe pibatescha. Pa piba from the first gana is to be considered. Anyatra suram pati ityukte rakshati. Suram rakshati iti surapa. Ityatra api ka pratyaya bhavati. So basically akaranta dhatus will get a ka pratyaya in general. That's the examples given by kshirapa or surapa. Only for gai dhatu and for pa piba dhatu, with these two upapadas sura and shridhu, we get a taka pratyaya and giving rise to forms like sura pi or shidhu pi. And then he keeps on doing dalakrutya, which is simple. You can read it on your own. Anupasarge iti kim Shakra Sangayaha, Sama Sangayaha. So if you get an Upasarga, this sutra is not applicable. Basically, Ato Anupasarge Kaha, that Anupasarge comes as an Anuvritti. We saw it there also, here also, same thing. Another Vartikam, Bahulam Chandasi iti Vaktavyam. We can actually ignore this. Basically, he says this particular Surashidvo Pibatehe iti Vaktavyam, saying that the Pa Pibadhatu is getting a Taka Pratyaya is optional, or it happens rare, or it happens sometimes it will happen and sometimes it will not happen in the Vedas. Vastutastu sarve vidhaya chandasi vikalpyanti, so that this doesn't even need to be mentioned over here. But bahulam chandasi iti vaktavyam, so brahmani surapi no chet brahmani surapa ubhayatha bhavitum arhati. Let's take a quick look at Kaumudi. Anupasrishtabhyam abhyam tak syat karmani upapade samagaha samagi upasarge tu samasangayaha. So says that karmani upapade anupasrishtabhyam upasargaha nasti. Anupasrishta means upasargaha yatra nasti tatra tak iti karmani upapade bhavati samagaha samagi. This feminine forms specifying them are very important because it's takka. So ta pratyaya has to be like, its importance has to be highlighted over there. Upasarge tu samasangayaha pibatehe surashidvoho iti vachyam surapi shidhupi anyatra kshirapa brahmani suram pati rakshati iti surapa. Same things present over here. There is one question, why we cannot use adyantau takitau? Because adyantau takitau is basically for agamas. This is not an agama. This is a pratyaya. Adyantau takitau is for tit and kit agamas. This is a pratyaya. Pratyaya has a takara in the beginning. This takara will go away by chutu. Kakara will go away by halantyam, leaving behind a, which is being used in the prakriya. Instead of using one anubandha ka, he prefers to use two anubandhas ka and ta, because each anubandha has its own work. K is responsible for atolopa iti cha, ta is responsible for tiddhane neep pratyaya. अतः अत्र अनुबन्धद्वयं प्रयुक्तम् अस्ति. So let's take a stock. I think that's all. We are completely done with akaranta dhatus. We have karmanyana, which is the default which we studied yesterday. आतोनुपसर्गे कः इत्यनेन उच्यते आकारान्त धातुभ्यः अनुपसर्गेभ्यः क इति प्रत्ययः भवति अणप्रत्ययस्य अपवादः. तस्य अपवादत्वेन भामामश्च इत्यनेन पुनः केभ्यचन धातुभ्यः अणप्रत्ययः विधीयते. So अण being blocked by k, being blocked by ana. Then we had a vartika samprasaranibhya dhatubhya pratyayah. So that k gets blocked by d, and specifically for two dhatus gai and pa anupasargaha gai and pa piba, we get a taka pratyaya again by blocking the k pratyaya. That's all basically I think about the akaranta dhatus without the upasargas. There is one question: why does Acharya not say katta instead of takka? If Acharya would have said katta, then somebody would have asked the same question. Why Acharya says katta instead of takka? So whether Acharya says one thing, we will ask other way, and whether Acharya says other thing, we'll ask the first way. So eventually, at the end of the day, it is his choice. Whatever he wants to say, as long as he has proper anubandhas fitting in place, he says that. So that completes basically the deal with the anupasarga. Upasargam vina yatra pratyah bhavati tatra. Idanim upasargasya upasthitau kim bhavati. So only one sutra is there. Upasargasya upasthitau kim bhavati. Actually two sutras, only one slide is there. Just two sutras before that, predadnyaha and samikhyaha. So understand what is happening. Upasargaha nasti chet atonupasarge kaha iti sutram tada tatha cha tasya apavadaha. उपसर्गः अस्ति चेत् कर्मण्यण इति अणप्रत्ययः एव भवति. अतः उपसर्गस्य उपस्थितौ सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः आकारान्त धातुभ्यः कर्मण्यण इत्यनेन अणप्रत्यये प्राप्ते केवलम् अत्र त्रयः धातवः पाठिताः सन्ति. प्र प्लस दा, प्र प्लस ज्ञा and sam plus kya. Kya is to speak, chakshing kya to explain. So pra plus da, pla plus jna and sam plus kya एतेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्मणि उपपदे अणप्रत्ययस्य अपवादत्वेन क इति प्रत्ययः भवति. Again, this is increasing complexity because it brings back the ka pratyaya. Is the same pratyaya that appears from multiple facets. So ka pratyaya is being given as apavada of ana pratyaya, but specifically for upasargas. So sopasargarthah arambha is what he says. प्र प्लस दा इत्येताभ्याम कर्मणि उपपदे क इति प्रत्ययः भवति. दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव रिटन. लेट्स रीड काशिका एक्चुअली. सोपसर्गार्थः आरंभः ददातेः जानातेः च धातोः प्रेणोपस्पृष्टात्, प्रेण उपस्पृष्टात् along with the उपसर्ग प्र, प्रेण तृतीय एकवचन, प्रेण उपसृष्टात् कर्मणि उपपदे क प्रत्ययः भवति. अणोपवादः सर्वप्रदः. So sarva plus pra plus da, sarvan pradadati iti sarva pradaha. Pathi pradnyaha panthanam prajanati iti pathi pradnyaha. So sarva pradaha, pathi pradnyaha are the examples that are given over here. Only for the pra upasarga, nothing else. Pre iti kim go sandaya. Any other upasarga is there, you go back to the ana pratyaya, which is the default one. So pre iti kim go sandayah. अत्र सम उपसर्गः अस्ति. अत्र तु अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रसक्तिः नास्ति. प्रेदाज्ञः. Somebody is asking a question on the previous slide. Let me take it. Tak pratyaya is made only to make it tita. That is correct. That's exactly what I explained. That tak pratyaya, only additional component in the tak pratyaya is ta, and that's because to make it tita. Let's go to the next one. I think, or I can just quickly read Kaumudi. There is nothing new. Sorry. दारूपात् जानातेः च प्र उपसृष्टात् कर्मण्युपपदे कः स्यात् अणोपवादः सर्वप्रदः पथिप्रज्ञः. अनुपसर्गः इत्युक्ते प्राधान्यस्मिन् इति न कः. So अनुपसर्ग already gives you a ka pratyaya. For pra also you are getting a ka pratyaya. any other upasargas, you will not get a ka pratyaya. So go sampradaya, he is giving an ana pratyaya. Agrimam sutram samikhyaha. So is immediately next one. Simple one again. Predadnyaha and samikhyaha. Sama plus kya ityetasmat karmani upapade ka iti pratyaya bhavati. So he only splits the two sutras because upasargas are different. There is a pre upasarga over here, pra upasarga over here, and a sama upasarga over here. So he splits the two sutras. Otherwise, it's very exactly the same. So sama plus kya ityasmat karmani upapade ka iti pratyaya bhavati. Gam samchaste speaks about the cows. Essentially, it means a gopala or a cow herd, which, for example, you have appointed to take care of your cows. He comes and tells you the regular news of your cows. So, gam samchaste iti go sankhyaha, a cow herd iti arthaha. So, sopasargarthaha prarambhaha samapurvakhya ityetasmad dhatoho कर्मणि उपपदे क इति प्रत्ययः भवति अणोपवादः गाम समचष्टे go sankhya. Actually, this requires a little bit of explanation. Let's go slowly. In dhatu patha, there is a dhatu called kya dhatu, which is a separate dhatu. Uh, so there is a dhatu called kya dhatu. You can see over here, kya prakathane 2.55 dhatu is there. Kya prakathane is the dhatu. And there is a chakshing dhatu which also becomes kya in presence of ardha dhatu ka pratyaya because of chakshing kya iti sutram. So chakshing plus kya, chakshing becomes kya. We already have studied this sutra. चक्षिंगः ख्याय इत्यनेन आर्धधातुकप्रत्ययस्य विवक्षायां चक्षिंग इति धातोः ख्या इति आदेशः भवति. So we actually have two dhatus. We have a kya dhatu which is separate, and we have a chakshing dhatu which also gets converted to kya in presence of an ardha dhatuka pratyaya. Now what happens is this kya dhatu which is present over here, the actual kya dhatu which is present over here, if you go to this dhatu, it will say in Siddhanta Kaumudi, Dikshita says that kya dhatoho ardha dhatuka pratyay pare ropani eva na santi. Siddhanta Kaumudyam Dikshitaha kim vadati? Kya dhatoho ardha dhatuka pratyay pare rupani na santi. So actually he simplifies things. He says kya dhatu is used only for the sarvadhatuka lakara in general, and when it comes to ardha dhatuka lakaras, the chakshing dhatu will get converted to kya by chakshingaha kya by this sutra, and then you get the forms for kya. So even if you get the forms for kya for ardha dhatuka lakaras, it's actually the original chakshing dhatu which is being converted to kya. So therefore, that's what Balar Manorama is explaining. Sampurvat chakshingaha khyai rupam. This particular Sampurvakhya, this is Samikhyaha. So Sama plus Kya plus Ka. Which Kya is this? Is it Chakshing converting to Kya, or is it the original Kya dhatu? So he says it is Chakshing converting to Kya. Why? Because first of all, the original Kya will not come in the Ardha Dhatuka context. Sarvadhatuka matra vishayatvat na iha sambadhyate kya prakathane, which is the dhatu, it will not come over here because it is the context over here is ardha dhatuka context. So sarvadhatuka matra vishayat atra iha na sambadhyate. That's one thing. And second thing is kya prakathane ख्या प्रकथने इत्यस्य संपूर्वस्य प्रयोगाभावात् सम प्लस ख्या धातु अस्य प्रयोगः एव न भवति, सम प्लस चक्षिंग इत्यस्य प्रयोगः भवति, अतः सम प्लस चक्षिंग इत्येव अत्र धातुः स्वीकर्तव्यः, ख्या धातुः न स्वीकर्तव्यः. Out of the two dhatus, one being chakshing which is getting converted to kya, and other which is a standalone kya, the only dhatu that is expected in this sutra is the chakshing getting converted to kya, because the standalone kya dhatu, number one, is not used along with the sama upasarga, and number two, it will anyway not get any forms for the ardha dhatuka pratyayas. The ka is an ardha dhatuka pratyaya in front, so you will not get the original kya dhatu anywhere in the process. So go sankhyaha iti yad etad rupam siddhyati tat chakshing ityasmat dhatoh nirmitam asti. And that's it, we are done. So basically here is a chart. I'll actually give a minute for you to take a look at the chart, and then I'll explain. Meanwhile, I'm going to take a look at, there are multiple questions that people have asked. Let me just take a look at it, only take the relevant ones, because I have a little bit of Shastra discussion to do ahead. So this is basically a summary of what Akaranta Dhatus have in plate for us. We have Karmani Upapadam. This column is basically third sheet, and this second column is basically the second sheet. And in each sheet we have Upasarga or we have without Upasarga. We have a default Pratyaya and we have some Apavadas. So there is a homework question today where this particular table you have to understand and explain it on your own in simple language. This is what all the sutras that you need to worry about over here. Karmani upapadam asti chet kim bhavati, upapadam nasti chet kim bhavati, upasarga asti chet kaha pratyaya, upasarga nasti chet kaha pratyaya. I'll give you 2 minutes. Take a look at this. Try to analyze it on your own. Then I'll quickly read and we'll go ahead. So this karmani upapada, this is sheet number 3. Atra adyatana varge asmabhi adhitam karmanyana iti sutrena upasargah prarambhe anu upasargah nasti chet kim bhavati. Upasargah nasti chet ato anupasarge iti ka pratyah bhavati. So gam dadati iti godaha asya apavadaha bhavamasya iti asmabhi drushtam gaposhtaka ityapi asmabhi drushtam. उपसर्गः अस्ति चेत् तु कर्मण्यण इति अणप्रत्ययः अस्य अपवादः इदानीम् अस्माभिः प्रेदाज्ञः समीख्यः इति दृष्टम्. तदनन्तरं निरुपवदं, दिस इज द प्रीवियस शीट. उपसर्गः अस्ति चेत् क प्रत्ययः तस्य अपवादः पाघ्राद्माधेड् दृशश्चः. This samprasaraniभ्यः धातुभ्यः ड प्रत्यय is what we saw over here. It will also come over here in आतोनुपसर्गे कः शै धातोः स्याद् व्यधादृ इत्यनेन ण प्रत्ययः. फाइनली शाद् व्यधादु इत्यत्र आत् इति अस्ति, अतः ण प्रत्ययः तस्य अपवादत्वेन पाघ्राद्माधेड् दृशश्चः and युगपदज्ञा प्रीकिरक्कः इत्यनेन भिन्नाः प्रत्ययाः अत्र भवितुम् अर्हन्ति. Take a look at this. Obviously the PPT will be available. I want you to, in the one of the homework questions, I want you to go through all these in details. Let's go to the previous slide. Was there a typing mistake? How are we getting Go Sampradaya? Actually, there are two questions over here. Is this Go Sandaya or Go Sampradaya? Both of them are there. It doesn't really matter. Let's see actually what the commentaries say. I mean, assuming there is no typing mistake on the website over here, maybe there is. So there is a Go Sampradaya word over here and Go Sandaya word over here. Essentially what he is saying is that pra upasargam vina anyat kimapi asti. Tatra ana pratyayah eva bhavati. By default, you will have an ana pratyaya. So da plus ana ato yukchun krutoho iti yugagamam krutva da yeti rupam siddhyati. So sama upasargah asti. So go sama da ana will give Go Sandaya. Go sama prada ana, you still get Go Sandaya. If you have only one single upasarga, pra upasarga, then you get this particular predadnya sutra giving ka, otherwise it will be ana. Somebody is asking, has the word sankhya derived, is the word sankhya derived like this? No, sankhyayate anaya iti sankhya, I think, is a completely different, it's a different pratyay, nothing to do with over here. First of all, that's not a kartarartha pratyay at all. So the the word sankhya is not derived in the sense of karta. Here we are talking about the words in the kartrarthe sense, so it's not this pratyay. Okay, so with this, let's actually now go to the shastra aspect. We have some 30-35 minutes. I would like to concentrate more on that particular vartikam. So we have actually finished the discussion of the akaranta dhatus, what happens with upasargas and what happened without the upasarga, with upapada, without the upapada. The table is over here. What we want to move ahead is now shastra discussion, very beautifully captured in Mahabhashya. Only some significant part I will discuss, not the whole thing. It basically starts with this swartika ka vidhau sarvatra samprasaranibhyah da pratyayah. So whenever we have a ka pratyaya coming and there is a scope for samprasarana, tasya ka pratyayasya sthane da iti pratyayah bhavati. Brahma jinati brahmajjah इत्यत्र उदाहरणं दत्तमस्ति. सर्वत्र ग्रहणात् अन्यत्रापि इत्युक्ते not only for आतोनुपसर्गेकः अन्यत्रापि भवति. We actually, let's go back to that particular slide for a minute. We saw two different examples. We saw an example of this atashchopasarge, which is back in second sheet. We saw an example of atonupasarge kaha, which is right in this sheet. And examples that we saw was brahmajaha or avvaha was the example that we discussed. Avvayati iti avvaha. The claim that we are going to make is that this da pratyaya is not required. Even if there is a ka pratyaya, even if you decide to do some prasaranam, still you will end up in the correct form, is the final claim that the Bhashyakara is going to make. So the goal of our discussion is to reject the requirement of the da pratyaya. Understand this. We are not saying da pratyaya is wrong. Maybe da pratyaya is correct. All that we are saying is it doesn't bring up enough power. Ka pratyayah vidhiyate chedapi etadeva rupam ante bhavitum arhati iti atra agre asabhi spashtikarishate. So let's go step by step. There are multiple slides. There are multiple arguments, one on the top of the other. Please pay close attention. अतः अत्र क विधौ सर्वत्र सम्प्रसारणेभ्यः ड प्रत्ययः इति वार्तिकम् आचार्यः प्रारम्भे प्रश्नं करोति. सम्प्रसारणेभ्यः धातुभ्यः ड प्रत्ययः किमर्थम् उच्यते? ड प्रत्ययस्य स्थाने क प्रत्ययः क्रियते चेत् कः दोषः? Let's not do ड प्रत्ययः क everywhere is what he is saying. And then the student says, यदि क प्रत्ययः क्रियते तर्हि सम्प्रसारणं भवेत्. Obviously, I mean सम्प्रसारणं is to be blocked. So यदि क प्रत्ययः भवेत् तर्हि सम्प्रसारणं भवेत्. सम्प्रसारणं कृत्वा अनिष्टं रूपं सिद्ध्यति. Now this is obviously talking in air. This has no sense. Anishtam rupam siddhyati ityukte what? How? What do you mean? Katham anishtam rupam siddhyati? Iti idanim acharyena prashnaha prishtaha asti. So the student explains. Let's read this carefully first to understand what is the argument of giving the da pratyaya. So a plus vhe avayati iti. This is the example that we want to derive. Avayati atra आतश्चोपसर्गे इत्यनेन उपसर्गस्य उपस्थितौ 3.2 is giving a ka pratyaya. So a plus ve is the whole initial situation. Ardha dhatuka pratyaya vivakshayam akaradesham krutva a plus va. This ve will become va by adecha upadesheshiti. A plus va iti prapte. You want a ka pratyaya and you are saying don't bring a da pratyaya, bring a ka pratyaya. If you do that, obviously the ka will go away because of lashakva tadhite. It's a kit pratyaya. You say a va a. In this particular configuration, what will happen is a samprasaranam will happen, leading to chaos. What kind of chaos? Samprasaranam bhavati. Kasya samprasaranam bhavati? Vakarasya samprasaranam bhavati. Vakarasya samprasaranam ukaraha igyanas samprasaranam. Only u, a is still there. Va becomes u, a remains. So a plus h u a plus a iti sthite samprasaranacha. This samprasaranam always comes along with a tail called samprasaranacha. Otherwise, the effect will be reversed. So samprasaranacha iti purva rupa ekadesha. U and a combine together to form purva rupa ekadesha u. So a, hu and a iti bhavati. So what happens? If you do a samprasaranam, va will become u and a will give u, a, hu, a iti bhavati. Now starts the irritating part, or now starts the problematic part. Only this much is still okay, because you can still do a yanadesha to form avha. That's not a problem. If it would have been just a plus who plus a, it's okay. You will anyway get avha. Now starts the problematic part. Now, because the pratyaya was kita pratyaya, it will block the guna. So, who ityasya gunadeshah tatra nishidyate, pratyasya kitvat guna nishedhe krute, achishnu dhatu bhruvang yoho yangwang vityanena uvangadeshah bhavati, who will become huvang, a plus huva plus a will become ahuva. Uvang iti adeshe krute अ तथा ङ इत्येतयोः लोपं कृत्वा उव प्लस अ उव इति भवेत्. What is the ishtarupa? Ishtarupa is av. If you end up in doing the ka pratyaya, it will give us samprasaranam. Because of that samprasaranam, we will get a configuration ahu a. On that there will be achishna dhatu bhruvang voho yangwango. It will give you a huang plus a ahu. It is anishtarupa. Therefore, ka pratyayam badhitva da pratyayah karaniyah. Da pratyayena kim bhavet? Samprasaranameva naiva bhavet. A plus va plus da iti prapte pratyasya ditva samarthyat abhasyapiti lope krute a plus va plus a avha iti ishtam rupam siddhyati. Very solid and strong argument. This is exactly what was in the mind of Vartikakara when he proposed that you have a da pratyaya. Samprasaranam followed by yang uvangadesha is going to cause a problem. And now starts the very intelligent, or what can you say, the part that has insight. So what Bhashyakara says is that let's go over this prakriya slowly. He says a plus va ityatra ka pratyayah yada kriyate a plus va plus ka. This a is actually ka. So a plus va plus ka iti kriyate chet pratyayah kit asti ato lopa iti cha ittinena akara lopah prarambhe karaniyah. So what Bhashyakara says is that at this particular configuration, you do not do vachiswapi ajadinam kiti, you do atolopa iti cha. So a plus v ityatra a plus va iti prapte. So first you do adecha upadesheshiti, you get a plus va iti prapte ka pratyayah kriyate chet. Before samprasaranam, samprasaranat पूर्वमेव आतोलोप इति च इति आकारस्य लोपः भवेत्. किमर्थं भवेत्? आतोलोपः इति च इति अङ्गकार्यम् अस्ति. वारणाद् अङ्गं बलीयः. This is varnakarya. Samprasaranam is varnakarya. Atolopa iti च is angakarya. So in this particular situation, before even you do a samprasaranam, because the pratyaya is kita pratyaya, akara will go away and a plus vha plus a iti bhavet. Acharya has not completed his argument. He has only showed one flaw in the whole discussion. He says you do a samprasaranam. Before samprasaranam, you do akara lopa first. The student says, understand what the student says. The student says we are comparing between atolopa iticha and the vachiswapi ajadinam kiti. One is the samprasaranam karya on one hand and the akara lopa is other hand. Why are we weighing on the akara lopa? Because it is anga karya. Varanad angam baliyaha. Parantu अत्र एकः विशेषः अस्माभिः स्मर्तव्यः यत् वचिस्वपि अजादीनां किति इत्यनेन कृतं सम्प्रसारणकार्यं नित्यम् अस्ति. So the student is saying Varanadangam Baliyah is okay, but more important, more powerful condition that is this Nitya Sutratva. And this sutra is Nitya is what he is saying. So he says Samprasaranam Nitya Karyam Asti. Why is it Nitya Karyam? Because it can be done immediately at the first, or it can be done after Akara Lopa. So Akara Lopaha kriyate chedapi A plus Va iti sthite api samprasaranam avashyam bhavitum arhati. So samprasaranam can happen earlier, samprasaranam can happen later. Kritakruta prasangi shastram nityam. Atah samprasaranam is a nitya karya and therefore it should be executed before the anga karya. See how beautiful argument is this. Samprasaranam is a nitya karya. Now, while this argument is beautiful, there is one flaw in this argument, and this is a very common flaw that people do when they talk about the nityatva. When we talk about this nityatva of the sutra, Kruta Kruta Prasangi Shastram Nityam, when we talk about nityatva of the sutra, it is not sufficient to look at one sutram and say it is nitya. We must at the same time look at the second sutram and we should say that the second sutram is anitya. Only when the second sutram is anitya, the first sutra being the nitya has some sense. If both sutras are nitya, and it's quite possible, right? Like first sutra can be nitya, second also can be nitya. So if both sutras are nitya, then purvapara nitya nyaya, that nitya sutra wins over anitya, will not even come over here. So this particular argument done by the student, samprasaranam nitya karyam asti ataha anga karyat purvam karaniyam, this particular argument is not complete. It is only half baked. He should have said ahead, samprasaranam nitya karyam asti ato lopaha anityam karyam asti ataha samprasaranam anga karyat purvameva karaniyam. If he says this, then it is a complete argument. Simply saying samprasaranam nitya karyam is not making, it should not, will not make any sense, because a nitya karya should always be compared with an anitya karya. Unfortunately, the student cannot say that, because Atolopai teacher is also Nitya. So that's what Acharya is pointing out. Acharya is saying that this is not the way you should think about Nitya versus Anitya simply by looking at one sutra. Look at the second sutra also, and it will turn out to be Nitya again. So Akara Lopaha api Nityaha asti. Katham Nityaha asti? प्रारंभे आकार लोपः भवितुम अर्हति आ प्लस वा इत्यत्र संप्रसारणात् पूर्वम आकार लोपः भवितुम अर्हति अपि संप्रसारणं क्रियते. See the previous slide. संप्रसारणं क्रियते चेत आ plus as soon as you do the samprasaranam, the wa becomes u. A ha u a. At this point also you can do akara lopa before samprasarana cha. So as soon as you do samprasaranam by vachiswapi ajadinam kiti, you can also do akara lopa. अतः आकार लोपः अपि नित्यः आकार लोपः संप्रसारणात् पूर्वम् अपि भवति संप्रसारणात् अनन्तरम् अपि भवति. Please understand, samprasaranat anantaram means you do the samprasaranam but before you do purva rupa ekadesha. Again, akara lopa is anga karya, purva rupa ekadesha is varna karya, so you employ varnat angam baliyam and you get the akara lopa over there. So akara lopa can be done before or akara lopa can be done after. Therefore, samprasaranam is also nitya karya, akara lopa is also nitya karya. When both are nitya, you cannot apply the nitya nitya paribhasha, and therefore we revert back to the original argument. Atolopaiti cha iti sutram angakaryam asti varanadangam baliyah ityanena prarambhe akara lopaha eva karniyah अतः अत्र वचिस्वपि अजादीनां किति इत्यनेन संप्रसारणं नैव आवश्यकम् is what Acharya is trying to say. Akara lopa is also nitya, so you do not invoke the nitya anitya argument. So basically, why are you doing samprasaranam in the beginning is the question. You should be doing akara lopa in the beginning. Now, student has an objection on this particular statement. Student says, no, akara lopa is not nitya, you're confusing, is what he says. It takes a lot of gut to say to the acharya like Bhashyakara that you are mistaken. Samprasarane krute, he says, see what happens. Samprasarane krute, a plus who plus a plus a. He says, let's do the samprasaranam first, and I will show you that you cannot do atolopai teacher. So samprasarane krute, a plus who plus a plus ka iti sthite. You should do samprasaranacha immediately after that. Samprasaranacha, because otherwise u and a will combine again. So before anything happens, they will combine. So samprasaranacha ittirena ukara akarayoho ekadesha bhavet. As soon as this ekadesha happens, a plus h plus u, a is now gone, there is no more akara, ato lopa iti cha is not possible. So ato lopa iti cha ityasya naiva prasaktihi. Kimartham na prasaktihi? Akara lopaha akaropat purvameva samprasaranacha ityanena samprasaranam bhavati. So what the student is saying is that two steps of samprasaranam, the actual samprasaranam and the after effect of the samprasaranam, which is basically the purva rupa ekadesha, should go hand in hand. You cannot insert something in between and split them out, is what the student is saying. Samprasaranam kriyate chet tadanantaram jhatiti anya karyat purvam samprasaranacha itterena ekadeshaha ukaraha eva karaniyah. And Acharya says, no, that is not correct, because as soon as you do samprasaranam, one karya is over. So now atolopai teacher will compete with samprasaranacha. Again, you can invoke varnadangam baliyaha and the anga karya will win over varna karya. So samprasaranam prarambhe kriyate chet तदनन्तरम अवश्यम आकारोलोपः एव करणीयः यतः तदनन्तरम संप्रसारणाच्च इति सूत्रम आकारलोपस्य अपेक्षया अंगकार्य अनन्तरम आगच्छति वर्णकार्यम अस्ति इति अर्थः. सो संप्रसारणे कृते आ प्लस ह प्लस उ प्लस आ प्लस क इति स्थिते संप्रसारणाच्च इत्यनेन निर्दिष्टस्य वर्णकार्यस्य अपेक्षया आतोलोप इति च इत्यनेन निर्दिष्टम् अंगकार्यम् एव भवति. So understand, the competition is between the samprasarana and atolopa iti cha. Samprasarana is definitely a nitya karya. Atolopa iti cha, we are trying to prove that it is a nitya karya. Why it is a nitya karya? Because it can be done immediately after the samprasarana. The objection raised is that immediately after the samprasaranam you should do samprasaranacha, but the explanation or the counter argument is that samprasaranacha iti varnakaryamasti varnadangam baliyah iti nyayena atolopa iti chaityane nirdishtam angakaryam eva bhavet. So what is the confusion? संप्रसारणे कृते अंगकार्यम भवति, अंगकार्यम अपि नित्यम अस्ति. So you have angakarya which is nitya, you have samprasaranam which is nitya. So just like the way samprasaranam is nitya, akara lopa atolopa iti cha is also a nitya. संक्षेपेण आ प्लस वा प्लस क इत्यत्र संप्रसारणमपि नित्यम् अंगकार्यमपि नित्यम् अस्यां स्थितौ आतोलोप इति च इति आकारलोपः एव भवेत्, न हि संप्रसारणम्. So what is the argument? The argument over here is that you should always do atolopa iti cha in the beginning. You should not do samprasaranam at all. So basically on this slide, what the whole argument is not yet complete. We'll take 15 more minutes. But basically on this slide, what the Bhashyakara is trying to convince is that, or Bhashyakara is trying to say is that in A plus Va plus A, you do not do samprasaranam at all. You do angakaryam and get rid of that akara. So A plus Va plus A ityatra vachiswapi ajadinam kiti ittinena samprasaranam na karaniyam parantu tasya sthane atolopa iti cha iti akaralopaha karaniyah yena A plus Va plus A iti bhavet. Argument is not complete. The crux of the argument is still coming up, but for now he's blocking the first step he's blocking. He's saying don't do vachiswapi ajadinam kiti, do atolopai teacher, giving a plus va plus a. There is a question over here, is samprasaranam also angakaryam? No, samprasaranam is not angakaryam. Samprasaranam comes in 6.1. By definition, angakaryam must come in angasya, which is 641. Samprasaranam is not in 641, it is 6, unless my numbering is incorrect. Vachiswapi ajadinam kiti. So samprasaranam is in 6.1. We have studied this earlier also when we were talking about, I think, the first khanda, where there are situations where some karyas will happen before the anga karya because of the nityatva. There are a few questions. Give me 1 minute to make sure I'm addressing them. Okay, so let's go to the next part of the argument. So far what we have discussed is that When you have a plus va plus ka, you do not do samprasaranam in the first step. You do angakaryam. You do a plus va plus a. Akara will go away. A plus va plus a iti atra siddhyati. Now, the next step. The student says, okay, let's actually do a plus v plus ka. I really don't matter. So he says, in a plus v plus ka, let's do akara lopa. It doesn't really matter. Even if you do akara lopa, I can show you that there is a problem. So see how on the spot he's thinking. He says, a plus v plus ka इत्यत्र परत्वात् प्रारंभे आकारोलोपं कुर्मः चिन्ता मास्तु अयम् आकारोलोपः क्रियते इमम् आकारोपम क्रियते अयम् आकारोपः क्रियते चेदपि दोषाय एव still there is a problem. What is the problem? आकारलोपे कृते you do आकारलोप a plus v plus a. We just now saw that samprasaram is a nitya karya, so it will anyway now come later on. So a plus v plus a iti sthite पुनः वचिस्वपि अजादीनां किति संप्रसारणं कुर्मः. Same story repeats. A plus who plus a अचिष्णु धातु भ्रुवांग व्यंगवंगौ ahu. So whether you do atolopai teacher and then akara lopa, or whether you do atolopai teacher and then samprasaranam, or whether you do samprasaranam and then do achishnu dhatu bruvang, it doesn't really matter. So what the student is saying? The student is saying that a bha ka ityatra prarambhe samprasaranam kriyate ched api etadeva rupam prarambhe akara lopah kriyate ched api etadeva rupam ahu ityeva bhavati. Now comes the real icing on the whole argument. Acharya says, you do akaralopa first and then you do samprasaranam. So first let's do akaralopa. A bhak, a will go away. A v a iti bhavati. Idanim samprasaranam tadanantaram samprasaranacha iti purva rupam kurmah. A hu a iti bhavati. A hu a iti sthite अचिष्णु धातु भ्रुवांग वो यंग वंगौ इत्यस्य नैव प्रसक्तिः. When you have a plus who plus a, I made a small error in speaking. Let me just go back and speak in a minute. So a plus va plus ka इत्यत्र प्रारंभे आकारलोपः क्रियते a plus v plus a आकारलोपे कृते संप्रसारणं भवति. There is no samprasaranacha after that because akara is already gone. So a plus v plus a इत्यत्र केवलं संप्रसारणं भवति. संप्रसारणाच्च इत्यस्य प्रसक्तिः इदानीं नास्ति. So as soon as you do the samprasaranam, v becomes u and that's it. Nothing else is there. So a plus who plus a iti sthite अचिष्णु धातु भ्रुवांगोः यंग वंगौ इत्यनेन आहुव इति भवति इति छात्रः वदति. The Acharya is saying is that there is no way Achishnu Dhatu Bhruvang will be invoked over here. It will be simply Yanadesha by Iko Yanachi. A plus who plus a will give you Ava. So the teacher is saying that step number 1, do Akara Lopa. Step number 2, do Samprasaranam. Once you do Samprasaranam, you get Ahu A. At this point in time, do not invoke, or it is not possible to invoke Achishnu Dhatu Bhruvam. Instead, you should invoke Ikoyanachi, giving Ava, which is the correct form. And the student, obviously, and everybody will get this question, Kimartham Achishnu Dhatu Bhruvang iti na bhavati? Because it is obvious that you have A, Hu, A. This A pratyaya is actually a Ka pratyaya. So, Guna and a Vruddhi Guna will be blocked. And therefore, Ajadi pratyaya agre asti, उकारान्तः अङ्गमस्ति अचिष्णु धातु भ्रुवाम् इत्यनेन उवङ्गादेशः अवश्यं भवेत् इति अत्र चिन्तनमस्ति. भाष्यकारः वदति यणादेशं करोतु अचिष्णु धातु भ्रुवाम् इत्यस्य प्रसक्तिः नास्ति. So obviously the question is, why is अचिष्णु धातु भ्रुवाम् not applicable? And listen the answer, that's all we will end. And this last component is extremely important. Please pay close attention. What he says is that Achishnu Dhatu Bhruvam and Atolopa iticha are in a very special asiddhadhikara called asiddhavadatrabhat. So in Ashtadhyayi, there are 3 asiddhadhikars. There is a very well-known asiddhadhikara which is in 8.2.1 Purvatra Siddham. There is a second asiddhadhikara, Shatvatukor Asiddhaha, which is used in the Varnakarya. We have learned it when we studied Varnakarya. And there is this third asiddhadhikara, 6422 Asiddhavadatrabhat. It is called as Abhiya Asiddhadhikara. It says itah param apada parisamaptehe till the end of 6.4, starting from 6.4.22 till the end of 6.4, samanashraye kartavye asya adhikarasya anyat sutram asiddham asti. Kaharthaha, whatever sutras are there in 6.4 after this, understand this, those of you who do not know the Abhiya Siddhadhikara, pay attention. All the sutras which are in the remaining section of 6.4 till the end, starting from Asiddhavadatrabhat all the way up to end of 6.4, these sutras are mutually asiddha towards each other if they happen to depend on each other because of some similar substrate. So two completely different sutras are not asiddha towards each other, but if they happen to have the same ashraya, then the two sutras are asiddha towards each other. Any two sutras in this particular section, if they happen to act on the same entities, they are asiddha towards each other. One sutra cannot see the effect done by the another sutra. This is the gist of this asiddhadhikara given by Asiddhavat Atrabhat. So what Asiddhavat Atrabhat says, somebody is asking, can you give the meaning in English? We'll not go in the details of Asiddhavat Atrabhat. Let me just explain this again in 1 minute. In simple language, it says that any two sutras in this particular section from 6.4.22 up to end of 6.4, any two sutras in this particular section are mutually asiddha. They will not see each other. They will not mutually see each other if they depend on the same entity, like if they're working on the same sthani, if they have same nimitta. In such situations, they will not see each other. They will behave as if the other sutra never existed. This is called mutual asiddhatva. Samanashraye kartavye anyat sutram asiddham asti. And that asiddhadhikara is playing a crucial role over here. Understand this. Achishnu dhatu bhruvango yangwango 6477 after 6422. Atolopai teacher 6464 again 6 after 6422. Atolopai teacher and Achishnu dhatu bhruvam yo yangwango. These two sutras are in the Asiddhava Tatrabhat Adhikara. Independently, they will be able to operate on their own. However, they will also be able to operate together. The question is not whether they are able to operate together or not. They can operate together. The point is the karya done by one will not be visible in another if that karyas are mutually dependent. It's not a blanket asiddhatva. Like if first sutra acts on entity X and other sutra acts on entity Y, completely different, then they are not asiddha. You can operate them, you can use them simultaneously or one after the other. Only when, say, first sutra acts on an entity and second also acts on the result of that, that is not allowed. So somebody is adding a small statement over here. Purva paranyaya won't apply. Yes, Purva Paranyaya will not apply. Nitya Nyaya will not apply. No Nyayas will apply over here because the sutras don't exist for each other. It's like Tripadi only. Like how the later sutras in the Tripadi are not visible for the earlier sutras. Similarly, over here, one sutra is not visible to another. Here there is no Purva Paranyaya. So any sutra is not visible to any other sutra in this Adhikara as long as they start conflicting, only when they start conflicting. And this invisibility is only limited inside that asiddhatva. Outside the asiddhadhikara, they are so always available. So like Achishnu dhatu bhruvam vo yang vango will be seen by Ikoyanachi or any other sutra which is outside this adhikara. We are only talking about this particular asiddhadhikara, asiddhadatrabhat. Two sutras in this adhikara are not related to each other. Let me just take a few questions on asiddhadhikara and then we will go to this argument. So somebody is asking, how do you determine the outer limit? There is no outer limit. This adhikara runs from 6.4.22 till end of 6.4. asiddhavad atra abhat. That's the ending limit of this adhikara. From 6.4.22 till end of 6.4, God knows till whatever here, till end of 6.64175, till this particular point in time, all sutras mutually they are asiddha towards each other when they start conflicting on a single substrate or single nimitta or single karya and so on. Somebody is asking a question on what are the three asiddhadhikaras. The first is the well-known one, Tripadi. The second is this one that I'm teaching right now, Abhiya Asiddhadhikara. And third is Shattva Tukor Asiddhaha, which I have explained in details in the first khanda when we were talking about Varna Karya. Class number 24, 25, 26. One of these classes I have explained in details the third Asiddhadhikara, Shattva Tukor Asiddhaha. Let's not go into that. Let's come back to this argument. So the crux of this argument is that achishno dhatu bhruvangvo yanguango and atolopai teacher are in asiddhavadatrabhat, which means that when atolopa teacher does an akara lopa, achishnu dhatur bhruvam will not see that akara lopa. So for achishnu dhatu bhruvam atolopa teacher ittenena krutaha akara lopaha naiva drishyate. Therefore, what achishnu dhatu bhruvam sees, it sees the samprasarana. Samprasarana it will anyway see because samprasarana is in 6.1. It is outside the abhiya siddhadhikara. So it will see a, which is the upasarga. It will see the samprasaranam. Look at this. A plus who. And where is that a gone? We a escaped or a was removed because of atolopai teacher. Akara lope krute tatra akarasya nishkasanam adarshanam krutam asti. But that akara lopa is not seen by achishnu dhatu bhruvangvo yango at all. So a plus who plus a ityatra achishnu dhatu bhruvangvo yangongo ityanena ayam akaraha avashyam drishyate. Now, because you have akara over here, you cannot have achishnu dhatu bhruvam yangongo acting. Somebody is asking, why cannot achishnu dhatu bhruvam yangongo act over here? A plus u plus a. It cannot act over here because it is not a pratyaya over here. A pratyaya is a over here. A plus who plus a ityatra. This a is not part, is a part of the anga, is not the part of the pratyaya. So this cannot act on the who over here. It sees a. Therefore, akarasya vyavadhanatvat uang iti adeshaha na bhavati. Therefore, you cannot say achishnu dhatu bhruvangvo yangongo a plus who plus a iti yanadeshe krute av ityeva rupam siddhyati. So what is the bigger argument? The argument is that even though atolopai teacher is causing the akara lopa, that akara lopa is not seen by the achishnu dhatu bhruvangvo yango. Ataha ajadi pratyay pare a is not directly in front of who. It somehow sees that an akara is sitting over there, even though it is not actually sitting over there. But akara lopa is asiddha towards achishnu dhatu bhruvam, so it will not be able to do the uvangadesha. Therefore, we will just directly do who plus a. Understand, I is gone. Only for achishnu dhatu bhruvam, it somehow appears magically over there in its mind. So a plus who plus a is the only construct. The construct is a plus who plus a. But as soon as achishnu dhatu bhruvam starts to act, it sees an akara over here, and therefore it says, no, I cannot do uvangadesha, and therefore a plus who plus a ityatra yanadesham krutva. Iko yanachi is outside, so iko yanachi anyway doesn't need asiddhatva or doesn't come in the picture of asiddhatva. So atra yanadesham krutva av iti siddhyati. See how confusing and detailed argument is given by Bhashyakara, but still eventually the conclusion is that samprasaranibhya dhatubhya ka pratyaya pariyapishta rupam siddhyati ataha da pratyaya na kriyate jetapi varameva. Even if you don't do the da pratyaya, that's still okay, because even after you do a ka pratyaya, you can do atolopai teacher, you can do samprasaranam, and then you can do yanadesha to form avha, is what basically clearly saying. The pratyay na kinchana prayojanam. The actual argument in the bhasha is even more detailed. He gives you many more examples. He even brings in the situations of lit lakara, but that's pretty complex. We don't need to discuss that in the current context. In the current context, even if we say that with this example, it is clear that the pratyaya is not necessary. That's sufficient. And understand, he's just saying da pratyaya is not necessary. He's not saying it is wrong. Let's have the da pratyaya as it is. Still you get the correct form. Even if you don't have da pratyaya, still you get the correct form. So Bhashyakara probably does. So this all is basically logical argument, or is basically the logical the game of logical arguments and counter arguments. Atra asmin vyakhyane mahan gauravah asti. So if you just have the ka pratyaya, you have to do all these kind of thinking. So maybe it is okay to have da pratyaya. So da pratyaya is a single line derivation, whereas ka pratyaya, if you give a ka pratyaya, there is a prakriya gaurava. You have to do 3, 3, 4 steps. अतः क प्रत्यय प्रक्रिया गौरवः अस्ति, ड प्रत्यय झटिति रूपं सिद्ध्यति इति मनसि निधाय तत्र ड प्रत्यय स्वीक्रियते चेदपि वरमेव. So Kaumudikara does not even talk about this argument, because this is all only mental game. Whether it's da pratyay, whether it's ka pratyay, is the same final form. What Bhashyakara is saying is that da is not required, even if you have ka 4 steps with an additional knowledge of Abhiya Siddhadhikara will give you the correct answer. What Vartikakara is saying is that why do you do all these complex things? Here is another pratyay called da, take it and be happy, is basically what he's saying. So eventually that's all for this particular discussion. This is a quick summary of relevant portion of the Bhashya. So ka vidhau sarvatra samprasaranebhya da pratyaya vaktavyaha is basically the red line is the students' arguments. Kimuchyate bhashyakara vadati samprasaranam bhavati samprasarane uvangadesha and so on. So this is the student argument. Astu samprasarane krute varnadangabhalya iti akara lopah bhavishyati. So he says you can actually do akara lopa by varnadangam. He discusses about nitya versus anitya. He says akara lopaha api nityah asti. So both are nitya. So you do ubhayoho nityayoho. Both are nitya. So you should do akara lopa first. First you do akara lopa. Then you do samprasarana, as I explained in the discussion. Finally you do yanadesha and rupam siddham. Why uvangadesha is not happening? Akara lopa se asiddhatvat uvangadesha na bhavati. Basically these 3 lines, 4 lines, you do read, understand, digest. It will take a while. Please listen to this discussion. Please listen to those 3 previous slides once again. So that's it for now. I think there are a couple of comments. Let me just quickly go through them and see if any of them are relevant over here, because we are running out of time. So somebody is asking, just to correct my understanding, in Abhiya, is it necessary that Purva Sutra, sorry, Para Sutra is being not visible to Purva, or Purva is not visible to Para? No. So Purva Para Nyaya is not applicable in the Asiddha Adhikara. Basically, it says that any sutra is not visible to any other sutra when it comes to the Samana Shraya. So there is no Purva Para Nyaya is not there. Since you said no Purva Para Nyaya in this example, 64 happens to be ahead of 77. So that's correct. Basically, there is no Purva Para Nyaya in the Abhiya Siddhadhikara is the conclusion over here. The question was, there is a question, is 64 and 77 both applied? So is 64 and 77 both applied? No, 77 is not being applied. 64 gets applied. 64 is Atolopai teacher. 64 gets applied. Application of 77 requires 64. Understand this. If 64 gets applied, let's not talk numbers, let's actually talk the sutra names. If Atolopai teacher, which is 64, if it gets applied, then A is removed. So that's what happens first. Why? Because 677 cannot happen in the beginning. 6477 Achishnu Dhatu Bruvang Yogo happens much later. There is no prasakti of. So unless some prasaranam will happen, Achishnu Dhatu Bruvang has no scope to act. So Prarambhe Samprasaranam Bhavati, प्रारंभे आकारलोपः भवति, तदनन्तरं सम्प्रसारणं भवति. Now अचिष्णु धातु भ्रुवाम 77 can act, but अचिष्णु धातु भ्रुवाम requires direct neighborhood of who and a. That is possible if a is not there. So let's ask ourselves, who removed a? A is removed by 64, atolopai teacher. But hold on, that is not visible to 77 because of Samanashraya. 77 will behave as if 64 never existed. So For Sutra Achishnu Dhatu Bruvām 77, A is still there. Therefore, Vangadesha will not happen. Samapayamaha. Let's quickly go through the exercises. First exercise, the Akaranta Dhatus, the table, you have to write it in your own language. Second question, explain all this Shastriya argument that we did at the end. These are actually very useful exercises. I mean, if you volunteer for this, you get a chance to get your answers directly corrected and present it to the class. So basically, you get to write the answers, get them corrected, and get enhance your skills of explaining in the class also will get enhanced. So please sign up for these exercises, and when the exercise discussion is coming up, you can answer these questions. So samapayamaha. Agrima saptahe niyamita rupena kaksha dvayam bhavishyati. We will talk about the next portion of the sutram. अष्टाध्यायी जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानामुपकाराय तस्मै पाणिनये नमः शब्द ब्रह्म समाराध्य कृतवान्यो विलक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यमिदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः येन धौतागिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. धन्यवाद.